Alright guys, it's VSing here, and today we have a very special video where I will be going over my draft for the CCL, the Combined Championship League. Now the rules for the draft were we were permitted to have 2 OU Pokemon, 3 UU, 4 RU and 4 NU with as many PU as we wanted if we didn't want certain Pokemon from a certain tier. So we're just going to go through each Pokemon, why I chose it, and all that lovey-dovey good stuff. I will say this though, originally, I planned for the OU part of this section to be my bulk, so to speak. Like if I drafted 2 incredibly bulky Pokemon that make good walls in OU, I was set for life. So going in, my ideal plan was for OU to have Sableye and Chansey. I wanted to be that guy. But sadly, we added a new unique rule to our league where during the draft everyone could ban 1 Pokemon from being eligible to be picked, and Ace Arcanine, my ex-good friend, banned Sableye. So I was kind of in feels. I was crying. I will openly admit Sableye is a huge crutch for me. I don't think I would have won Season 1. Well, not Season 1, but like another league of a Pokemon league. I would not have won it without Sableye. I relied on it heavily. So that was out the window. So I was like, okay, I can at least get Chansey. That's an amazing wall. Like, you only need Chansey and the rest can be hyper offense. So that was the plan going in. So we randomized round 1 of the draft, and I was near the bottom, if not at the very bottom. So I waited and waited, and right before I got to pick, Chansey was gone. Firefly Kiri, aka Erica, stole Chansey from underneath me. So I was last in the first round of OU. So I looked at it in one of my backups and I was like, wait, I'm taking Landorus Therian. It's honestly one of, if not the best non-mega Pokemon in the metagame. I was amazed that in round 1 no one jumped on it and it was left at the end for me to pick up. And people will claim I sniped them. No, niggas, like if you want Lando T, you go for that straight away. So yeah, I scooped up Lando T. Right, it's pretty obvious, everyone knows what it does. You can scarf it. It hits hard as fuck. It gets access to U-turn. It can knock off, it can earthquake you, it gets superpower, rock slide, it gets a lot of coverage moves. Not only that, I could build it like a wall. It can be a physical defensive monster. I can come in, set up rocks, U-turn it. Gets all that. Run it especially defensive if I have to, but it's just like, honestly, stick a scarf or a band on it, it will destroy your life. So I was incredibly lucky that I scooped up Lando T. So I was fine with that. So we come on to round 2 of the OU section, my last OU pick. Again, I believe I was last. So it was a case of letting everyone else pick these amazing Pokemon, and I was like, I still want to stick by my idea of I want bulk for OU. So I got time to where it was my pick and I went for Skarmory. Skarmory was actually a backup. I kind of accepted the fact that I might not get Sableye, so the plan was Chansey and Skarmory. Everyone knows that wall core is basically untouchable. So at least I got half of it, I'm not going to complain. The reason I wanted Skarmory so bad is, obviously, yeah, it's going to eat up any physical hit. Any physical hit you want to throw at it. It's amazing at setting up hazards, spikes and stealth rock. If someone tries to set up in my face, I can easily just come in and whirlwind them out because I live any hit and sturdy will pop. And another thing that appealed to me was it's a steel typing. Because of fairies, steel typing is kind of OP now, like it walls like Mega Gardevoir, so to speak, in Alakazam. And another thing is you can't get Toxic stalled because you're steel typing. Originally, I would not have minded picking up Heatran, but again, that was one of the Pokemon banned from being able to be drafted because not only is it immune to Toxic, it's immune to Will-O-Wisp. So, but anyway, Skarmory wasn't bad. Not only that, like if I really wanted to, and this is no secret, I don't mind saying this, but I can run it hyper offensively. I can stick a weakness policy on it, give it agility, so if I get hit with, say, a Thunderbolt, my sturdy will pop, meaning I live, I'll agility, so I'll outspeed anything, and the weakness policy will pop, so I'm +2. I can just Iron Head or Drill Peck for days. So yeah, it's good for bulk and offense, it does a lot. Hazards, Whirlwind, Pivot, all of that. So then we move on to Yu, and I'm kind of hoping that, okay, I've had bad draws in the randomizer, maybe I'll get to pick early. Nope, I was last again. But luckily, for some strange reason, no one picked up Florges, so I grabbed it as fast as I could. Everyone knows in the metagame now, fairies are broken. Like, they're extremely overpowered. Their two weaknesses, poison and steel, are not very common. So, and its special defense is amazing. Like, my OU picks were primarily physically bulky, so now I have a Florges to take special hits. Not only that, like, I can Wish Pass. Like, it's a good support Pokemon. I can Aromatherapy. It's an amazing cleric. So it's there to swallow hits, but again, I can run it hyper offensively. I can slap an Assault Vest on it. I can Moonblast, Psychic, Giga Drain, HP Fire, HP Ground, whatever I need. It's just, I'm amazed no one picked it up before I did. Florges, again, I could say it's a crutch. I've used it many times before. I'm just extremely lucky to have it. Everyone needs a good, strong fairy type. So again, for my second UU pick, sorry, I kind of went with a different choice because it's not a Pokemon I really used before, but I went with Tentacruel. Again, reason being, I'm terrified of fairies. I will say that now, so I wanted a good bulky poison type. And the reason I went with Tentacruel, not only is it bulky, but it's a spinner. I have a Defogger, yes, Skarmory, but for some reason I don't like Defog because it means it gets rid of my hazards as well. So I prefer spinners, so I have Tentacruel to be a spinner. Not only that, like, you can never predict it. It can be a physical attacker, it can be an all-out special wall, it can be a physical wall, it can be a physical attacker, special attacker. Like, it's extremely diverse. It gets access to knockoff, which is a big thing. Rapid Spin, like I said, if you want to slap an Assault Vest on it and you still need recovery, it gets Giga Drain, it gets amazing coverage. I can use Dazzling Gleam, things like that. And again, if someone wants to be a dick and set up Toxic Spikes, I can just bring this in and soak them up. So yeah, I'm lucky to have Tentacruel. I'm scared of fairies, so yeah, I got Tentacruel. My last UU pick wasn't actually planned beforehand. This was actually a suggestion from my assistant coach, young hoodlum Scrafty, aka Callum. He's like, Crobat is an amazing choice. So I went, YOLO, I'll pick up Crobat. Because I noticed I didn't really have a lot of speed. I have bulky hard hitters, but I need something fast. So Crobat does that. It's a really fast U-turner, which I love having. Again, it's another Defogger and it's another poison type. Very is scary. Not only that, the other thing was, one of the main reasons I love using a Sableye is Prankster Taunt, because in my opinion, Taunt is a godsend in leagues. If someone wants to bring a fucking Crocoon or something like that, you bring in a Taunter and you stop it in its tracks. So with Sableye not being eligible, I kind of lost Prankster Taunt, so I just wanted something really fast that could taunt. Crobat does that perfectly. So yeah, I can come in, taunt, I can even run Crobat bulky and give it Super Fang if I really wanted. So yeah, it's a good utility Pokemon, I'd say. It's just there to come in, like scout, U-turn out, all that happy stuff. So then we move into RU, which is kind of more my territory. So my first pick, I was kind of lucky. I was expecting it to go, but I actually drafted Scrafty, one of my mascots, my lovely Scrafty. Honestly, the main reason for that is you can look at my draft. I have 2 poison types and something that won't appreciate a Psyshock, so I needed a dark type. And in my opinion, Scrafty is kind of broken in RU. I still consider it UU, so I scooped it up. I can Dragon Dance with it, bulk up with it, can be bulky, it can hit hard. If I get a Moxie up, it's basically sweeping from there. You can try and Willow Me, I'll pack Shed Skin, stuff like that. I just think it's too good not to have. I needed another strong hitter, and which has some bulk behind it. Yeah, yes, I'm weak to Fairy. Quad weak to Fairy, but I have plenty of things to cover that. Skarmory, Tentacruel, Crobat, so yeah. I needed a dark type for my Psychic weakness, and I got it with the Scrafty. So there you go. And its coverage is amazing, like it gets all the Elemental Punches and Poison Jab and Iron Head, Knockoff, High Jump Kick obviously, Drain Punch. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I got Head Smash if I really want to run that. I know Wreck-It Rogers drafted Charizard Y. I can be that guy and run Head Smash draft day. You never know. So yeah, that was my first RU pick. After that, again, I think I was kind of lucky that this wasn't taken. Rotom Mo, my second RU pick. Basically because, this is something again Callum and I spoke about, but if you don't have a Rotom, we kind of think your team is shit. Because it's an easy Earthquake immunity, and they're fast, they can be bulky, you can Trick, you can Pain Split, you can Willow, they're just really good. I was hoping to get Rotom Heat, but I got sniped on that one. Rotom Heat, in my opinion, is better. But yeah, I have Rotom Mo. And one of the reasons, later on, I actually was happy with it, because Grass typing is good to have, because I've discovered that ground water types in leagues are a pain in the fucking ass. Well, in general, they're a pain in the ass. So having a Leaf Stormer does not hurt me at all. I believe Gastrodon was drafted, which I'm honestly terrified of. But yeah, I can bring in the Rotom, it kind of walls it. So I'm good with that, I'm happy with that choice. Like I said, trick you a Scarf, trick you a Charcoal if I wanted to, I can burn you, I can confuse ray you. It's a Volt Switcher, which I don't have yet, it's good to have, I can run a Volturn team. So yeah, I'm really, really happy with Rotom Mo. Plus he's got a cheesy little smile. Okay, my last RU pick. This is where I got really, really salty. For the CCL, the rule is we all need to have a Mega Pokemon. And the entire time, I was hoping and praying that I would get Mega Banette. I don't know why I didn't just immediately go for it, but it got sniped hard. And yeah, I was sad. The reason I wanted Mega Banette is Prankster, basically. Sableye's gone. In my opinion, the next best thing is Prankster Mega Banette. Not only that, but it's got what, base 165, 175 attack. Like if you give that a plus Shadow Sneak, which is priority, like things are going to die. So I really wanted Mega Banette, but nope, Firefly Kiwi scooped that up. So I was kind of left. I was like, what do I need? And I realized I don't really have anything that's immune to normal or fighting. I don't have a ghost type. So I was like, bulky ghost types in RU. Oh, Cofagrigus is a thing. So yeah, I got the little coffin thing. I'm not mad at all with this because, yeah, it's bulky as fuck. If I have to, I can stall people out with Toxic/Willow, I can Pain Split, I can set... It's a Trick Room setter-upper if I really want to be that guy. I can Nasty Plot, I can Calm Mind, I can run it bulky physically and Calm Mind up and just, like, yeah, you can't kill that thing. I believe it gets Toxic Spikes too, so I would not be adverse to using that. So yeah, Cofagrigus, because I was salty about not getting Mega Banette. But yeah, bulky ghost type, I'm not mad. Next, I realized I don't have a really fast special hitter, to be honest. So I was looking at Showdown and I'm like, I don't have a fire type. I don't have anything that will happily take a Will-O-Wisp or any fire type move. Oh, Typhlosion's there. You have Flash Fire. Let me scoop you up. That was my logic behind it, 100%. I have nothing that wants to take a Willow, so if I know someone's got something that's known for Will-O-Wisping, like a Rotom, I'll bring it. Get the Flash Fire Boost, I can Scarf it, I can run Eruption, Extra Sensory, Focus Blast, that kind of thing. It gets really good coverage moves, and it's really fast, which I needed. So I'm not upset at all with Typhlosion. I'm happy with that pick. So after the RU picks, we moved on to NU, and I know everyone will scream at me for this choice just for typing, and I already have it, but it's too good of a Pokemon to leave there and let other people scoop up. So I grabbed another mascot of mine, young Weezing. Weezing the Weezing. Everyone knows what this thing does. It's going to swallow hits. It will Will-O-Wisp you and Pain Split you to all hell and back. Like, what else can I say? Like, if I wanted to, I could plot and run things like Dark Pulse, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower. Like, it's amazing coverage. I can Assault Vest it, I can set up Toxic Specs, I can Gyro Ball, I can Explode. It's too good not to have it. It has one weakness, being Psychic. It's another ground immunity. That's too good not to have. Like, if I run that with Scrafty, like, that's kind of a good thing. Like, one's weak to ground, no, one's weak to psychic and the other covers it. Like, one's weak to fairy, the other covers it. It's a good pairing. So that was my reasoning for Wheezing. Basically, not only is it a good wall, but to stop other people getting it, because it's a threat and I'm terrified of it. So for my second NU pick, this is something I mentioned earlier. Ground water types are too good not to have in a league. NU, what's a good ground water type? Quagsire. Quagsire is useful. Yeah, its typing only has one weakness, which is grass. This was a tip from Callum, by the way. He's like, pick up like a Wheezing or Gastrodon or a Quagsire or a Swampert even. So yeah, I was like, Quagsire is my favorite because of things like Unaware. You win a Swords Dance like 18 times, go ahead, I'll come in with my Quagsire, and he'll be like, what? No, did something happen? Ah, here, catch an EQ or a Scald. Like, he's too good of a wall. He gets, I think the phrase reliable recovery is cliched when its recovery move is recover, but it gets reliable recovery. I'll take a tip from Cyclone. I can run an Infestation with a Binding Band if I really want. I believe it gets Curse, things like that. Amnesia, just set up and stall if I really wanted to be that guy. I can Choice Band it, I can Specs it. It's not got bad attack stats. Like, I can put in work with it if I had to. So yeah, Quagsire, just there to be a nuisance really. If you don't have a grass type move, you're kind of fucked. For my third NU pick, this isn't one I kind of went in with a plan on, but the reason I drafted it is I like head games, and with this Pokemon, it's all head games. So I drafted Lantern. Basically because of its abilities. It gets Water Absorb and Volt Absorb, so it's a guessing game as to which one it has. Being immune to Scald or Volt Switch is really nice to have. Not only that, like, everyone knows Lantern's bulky. It can be bulky. Its coverage moves are really good as well. Obviously, Scald, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt. It gets Dazzling Gleam, Signal Beam, things like that. Again, I can Assault Vest it, stuff like that. Another thing that people don't realize is I believe Lantern gets Heal Bell. So if I don't want to run Florges as a cleric, I can run Lantern. Just run a Toxic Stolly set. So the main reason that I picked it up is to give me a water/electric immunity if I need it. If I know someone's running like a Volt Tourney team, I'll bring it, or someone's bringing even a Rain team, to be honest. I don't really know if anyone will. No one's really drafted stuff for a Rain team, but it's there just in case. So that's why I went with Lantern. And my last pick. Yeah. Remember when I said we all need a Mega and Bennett got sniped when I was drafting RU? So I was kind of left with the situation of, do I want Mega Steelix or do I want Mega Audino? And in my opinion, a bulky Fairy type is better than a bulky Steel type. So Mega Audino is mine. And there's honestly not much I can say about this. It was a panic pick because Bennett was taken. The main reason I picked it is bulk. It can Wish Pass support, do all that lovey-dovey stuff. It can sit there and calm mind up, then just kind of Dazzling Gleam you or Hyper Boys. I think it gets a lot of coverage, like Flamethrower and stuff like that. So, but to be honest, after week 3, we will be doing the mid-season exchange, and I'll be up front. I'll be looking to get rid of Mega Audino if someone wants it. Hey, does someone want to trade me a Mega Metagross for a Mega Audino? That'd be great. It's just kind of there to be bulk, and even if I don't want to Mega it, because we don't have to run the Mega on our Mega Pokemon, I can run it and make a little Regenerator core if I want. Just come in, take a hit, swap out. I have no issue doing that. But yeah, those are my 13 Pokemon. Hopefully they'll work out well for me. I did get sniped a lot, like I said. Sableye, Chansey, Mega Bennett were the 3 I really wanted and got none of them. So I kind of had to work around things. I think I did well though, panicking in the last minute, but we'll see. Battling will start in about a week or 2. I will have, obviously I'll have some prep videos with Callum. We'll talk about, I believe my first battle is with Super Slayer, who's honestly, his draft is terrifying, but we will have a little plot video about what I'll have for that. But yeah, that's my little draft analysis and why I picked these Pokemon. So I hope you enjoyed. If you have any tips or anything, leave a comment down below or tweet me. In the description, there will obviously be links to the CCL Twitter, and there'll be links to the draft. The video is up on Cyclone the Ghost channel. There'll be links to Callum, my assistant coaches. Big shout out to him. And just links to everyone involved, because we're all friends, and the main objective of this league is for everyone to have fun. Yes, it's competitive Pokemon, but at the end of the day, we're friends. So we'll hope we'll have fun. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. So goodbye, everyone. See you soon.